welcome back to another anime episode review. I am the Rat, and this is The Rat's Nest. I'm joined as always by Kyle. Say hi, Kyle.
Hello, everybody.
We are here today with The Rising of the Shield Hero, Season 3, Episode 2. I don't have the name pulled up, so I can't look at it, but this was a pretty darn good episode, wouldn't you say, Kyle?
Yeah, I had fun with it. It was a fun episode.
What would you rate it out like on a scale of, what would you rate it?
I just realized, now that you're asking me this, is what we talked about off recording have to do with, like, the pacing?
So...
Before
yeah.
you answer that, I would give it a solid, pretty good and okay out of 10.
Yeah, so if you're new here, Kyle hasn't seen Shield Hero before. I've read the light novels through 20, so this is funny anime discussion talk. So I after this episode, right before we get into anything else, I was curious because I was seeing stuff and I was like, okay, this is interesting. There's some interesting little things here. I was like, I am curious as to where we are in volume 10, because I was thinking through and I was like, I know a certain characters are volume 11 stuff. I was like, where are we in volume 10? So I checked. Oh my gosh, we're gonna go through 14 this season. We're
14?
done. We're done with volume 10. It's over. It's done.
Oh my god! And they start. Okay.
I will preface
9,
this.
Right?
I will
start with
preface
volume
this.
9.
No. They started this with volume 10. Episode 1
they're already
was
done.
volume 10.
They're
I will
already done.
preface this by saying they already gave Naofumi the land at the end of season 1. And that was kind of the first little bit of this book.
But still, that is a lot.
2 episodes? Look, it's been a long time since I read Shield Hero. I can't remember all that's cut. But I was watching this and I was like, this seems kind of fast. I was like, we're already getting to see Sedina's Therianthrope form. I said, we're already getting her, and I was like, we're already seeing a funny murder clown character. At the end, we get Foal and Atla. I was like, I gotta see.
They threw a lot in.
I gotta see. And look. I'll be honest. I mean, I've enjoyed the past 2 episodes. Like I can't remember what all was cut.
Episode. Even hearing this doesn't change my thoughts on it.
Yeah,
I mean,
watching it, I'm like, like I don't feel like the pacing's bad watching it. Like I think that for what they show, the pacing's good. Like, but it's like, I'm gonna have to learn. Like, what did they cut?
Because here's the thing, right?
Yeah.
If I had to guess, would you think it'd be more like tournament fighting?
I mean, I know that the first bit of the book. So here, looking at like chapter wise, it looks like basically like halfway through the book, maybe half of the book is like him getting the territory and then like slice of life stuff. That's what it looks like. I say roughly half the book, roughly half of the chapters, but it's about a third of the book. Now, some of this was covered in the first half of last episode. Mm-hmm. It's like the basic beginning, they get back to the world, right? So, yeah. I think all that they cut is like slice of life stuff. And it's good. Like I wasn't like, I can't remember what they cut. So like, I don't think anything important was cut. Like, I think that Sedina, I mean, you could spend more time with her, I guess. But, I've liked her so far. I've like, she's hot, right? She's a mommy, right? What else am I going to say? I think that they did Murder Clown's, I can't say their name, but Murder Clown's introduction well. Love what they did with the voice. I love it. That was actually funny. Whenever we get there, we could say. But, I mean, I've been really happy with the adaptation so far. But it's like, yo... Like, because now we have 10 episodes for 11 and 12. I guess with 11 and 12, you can get 5 out of each. I think it's far more likely that they go nuclear and go through 14. It's like, I hope they don't do, because I want more time in 11 and 12. But if they cut, like, the quote-unquote slice of lifey stuff from 10, they're probably gonna cut some of the slice of lifey stuff from 11 and 12, and like every Shield Hero volume has some slice of lifey stuff. And in these earlier volumes, it's better than it is later, but that's a different thing. So let's talk on.
Let's talk about the episode itself.
Yeah. So let's talk about the episode itself and not the other stuff. So basically, would you like to walk us through it, Kyle?
You can walk through the beginning because we were talking over some stuff in the early bits. We were watching it as like a group. I remember that they went to like a couple of. I remember like the first big thing I remember. I don't know if anything important happened before it. It's whenever he's at the bar and Nadia shows up.
Yeah. Also, join the Discord. You can watch anime with us, and it's fun, and we'll clown on you. Absolutely clown on you. It's great. Shout out to Money. Shout out to Money.
Shout out to Money.
This is all part of the script. It's all scripted. But yeah, so basically we come in, and we're chilling right there, Team Rock Valley. And yeah, so we see now Fumi and Sedina. I'm gonna say Sedina, what you call it. That's just how I know her. See now Fumi and Sedina, and they're drinking, and she gives them a drink that has 2 of the Lokoa or the Rokoa fruits in it.
The Rokakaka.
Yeah, the Rakakaka, if you will. Do you remember what those are? I'm not gonna blame you if you don't.
No, I don't remember what it was. And then he like downed the whole drink in one go, and she's like, "But what? You drank all that?"
Raised up. Yeah. So what it is? It was a small detail in season 1. Basically, one, now Fumi can't get drunk. Like it's not possible for him to get drunk because of the shield.
This healing.
Yeah. 2. The Lokoa fruit, basically, like if you take one of these like little like grape-sized things and put it in like a huge like barrel of water, like makes wine. Like one. In a huge like barrel. Makes an entire barrel of like strong stuff that you then have to like dilute.
Okay, so that's why she's so surprised. Okay.
Yeah. People can't eat them. It'd be like, do you know bouillon cubes?
No.
It'd be like eating uranium.
Yeah, no, like eating that is the equivalent of like however much like 4-digit, 5-digit percentages of it's like Edgar clear to the max. You would kill yourself.
You eat it and your blood alcohol content immediately becomes 99. It's awesome.
You could it would be the opposite where it's not like alcohol in the blood, it's blood in the alcohol.
Blood. Alcohol blood content. That's so true. But yeah, so he loves them. He can just eat them straight.
Because his healing factor basically.
Yeah, because he can't get drunk. And so she's like, hey yo. This hasn't been explained yet, but it's not like a big spoiler or anything. Her ideal man is someone who can outdrink her. And so Naofumi literally can't get drunk. And so she sees him eat these 2 fruits, and she's like, whoa.
Wowzers. Awooga even.
Something's rising, and it's not the Shield Hero.
God.
Do not dump me. Do not. This
Fine.
is my episode. No, this is my episode. You can't do this. You can't do this to me. You can't. What's the quack?
Anyway.
So
after they're done, and this is where I remember the episode picking up from. They go out. First she proposed like, why don't we just go outside and get some fresh night air? And they're walking, and they get jumped by a couple people. And Naofumi's like, oh, are these your people? And then they're like, Naofumi and Nadia, you guys must fall in order for our teams to win. And he's like, oh, I guess you didn't plan on this after all. And then she's like, and then the lightning and water mage uses lightning magic to beat all that.
Oh my god.
I'm not going to explain the inside joke. I'm not going to explain it.
You should join the Discord. You too could be a part of inside jokes and episodes. That's crazy.
Yeah. She knocks all them out, or beats all them, and then she's like, oh yeah, hopefully you don't run into me in the ring, because that'd be pretty bad. And so then Naofumi, I think he goes back to his room, and they get their little like slip of paper to tell him what's going to happen for like their matches, and they say like every other team has forfeited because they're not cut out for this, and the only like they're going to fight Nadia immediately after Nadia was like, oh yeah, well we don't want to fight.
Yeah.
So then that's basically what the rest of the episode, not all of it, but like the rest of the episode takes place at the arena, the underground arena, and the big chunk of it is them three fighting against Nadia. And it's a pretty fun fight. I liked it.
No, it's fun to see. I think that cool to see, you know, them fighting and all that,
and them cheating to help her win, where they had like the water magic, and then she transformed. Jackpot, you know.
Jackpot. Yeah, no, she goes big lady mode.
And then they stopped fighting. They stopped fighting because it was very reminiscent of a Batman v Superman movie moment where they were gonna fight, and then she says a name, and then they stop fighting.
Yeah.
But it makes sense here. It makes sense here because apparently, Raphtalia a long time ago, when she was a little lass, knew Nadia as what? Fuck, I'm stumbling over my wording here. They knew each other when they were younger, and she recognized her whenever she transformed. Because like what did we talk? You said that like she was like a killer whale. Yeah. One was like rarer.
There was only one in her village.
Okay, yeah. And that's how she was
like,
able to.
No, because you know she's strong. I mean, I don't think I don't think that it's a spoiler to say that like you know she helped out like protecting stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how she recognized Sedina, and then they stopped fighting. And then they're like, no, this match doesn't count. No, it doesn't count. See, it doesn't count. You guys are gonna fight Jevil and these two.
Well, no. Let's not get ahead of ourselves here, Kyle. She stops attacking Raphtalia, and then she starts attacking Philo,
yeah, I forgot.
And then they all go Spirit Bomb, and they launch their final attacks, and Naofumi and Co win.
Yeah.
Yippee.
I forgot. It's saying Naofumi won yet again. It just didn't register with me because of how many times it happens in the show.
Yeah, no, he won. Because he only catches dubs. Nothing bad has ever happened to Naofumi, and nothing bad will ever happen to Naofumi, especially not at the end of Volume 15. Nothing bad happens at the end of Volume 15. Everyone is so happy. Everyone is so happy at that.
I don't know what that means.
Everyone is so happy at the end of Volume 15.
Yeah, so then after that, then they're like, oh, well, the match didn't count. Time to fight new opponents. And then I'm just gonna call them Jevil. Like the murder clown / Jevil shows up with like two of the
works fine
mannequin things. And then they have a pretty interesting fight.
Yeah. Jevil seems to fight with strings and cum, and other various things, as well as the little mannequins. What? Did I say something weird?
You mean like string and like like spider silk, maybe, like the sticky silk, maybe that, not like.
What did I say?
Like white snake, like white, that's better wording.
Oh, like I love Pale Snake. He's my favorite JoJo's villain.
Yeah. But then at one point, Sardina's starts doing like, I forget, like a Chlora spell. Is that what they called it?
Chorus magic, I think. I can't remember.
It's a buff magic. She does it with Naofumi, and she's like, I wonder what the result's gonna be, and it gives Raphtalia like a lightning buff, basically.
Yeah, she's like, you know where to target this, right? Naofumi was like, yeah, I do.
It was really funny in the moment seeing like the reticle aim from Jevil to her, and then just have like lightning strike her. It was pretty funny. But no, she gets the buff. She charges at Jevil, and seems like she beats her, finishes her off, but it was actually, she did like a jutsu and like swap places with like a wooden dummy and got out of there.
No freaking way. And then we get to hear Jevil talk, right?
Which is really funny because whenever Brandon streams, I've had, and near the end of every episode, which it seemed like, I've always had like there's always been audio issues, so we have to
Yeah, it's weird.
close the stream and then reopen it. So whenever Jebel started talking, it sounded a little broken. So I was like, "Hey, Brandon, can you just shut down the stream and restart the episode?" And they did. And it was still there, and then, and then we found out that's actually her voice.
Yeah. Because I was closing it. I was like, no, I'm gonna close it, Kyle. I was like, I just wanna. I was like, was it only happening whenever the Jebel was talking? I'm just curious. So yeah.
But like, we've at the end of almost every time he's streamed an episode of something, I've always had to be like, "Hey, can you like stop the stream and restart it?" Because that always fixes the problem.
Made it a lot funnier. But
And
yeah,
then,
no, it's interesting, especially. I don't know if you caught specifically what Jebel said, because we were kind of talking with him. Jebel was basically saying, if this is as strong as you are, you're too weak and you're gonna die. You need to get stronger.
Specifically to Rautalia?
To Naofumi.
Specifically
to Naofumi.
Ah, interesting.
That's interesting. That's intriguing. And then Jebel disappears.
Jebel logs out of reality and just dissipates into the void. And then
Logs
they're like,
out of
no,
SAO.
that fight didn't count. And then they start trying to pull more BS about it. And then was it the slave owner and then like the guy who owns all the stores
The
walk in
jewelry
like,
merchant.
no. Yeah, they walk in like, no, stop it. They won, give them their money. All the slaves, yeah, they're Sadinas. She purchased them legitly or whatever. It's a Disney ending for now.
Yeah, and so and Naofumi's revealed to be the Shield hero. Naofumi and Sadina.
No way! He's the Shield hero.
Finally!
Can't spoil me on that, Brandon.
It's almost as big of a reveal as learning that Fitz was Sylphie. Like, what?
Almost as big a reveal as learning that Sadina's a water and lightning.
No freaking way.
And I'm pretty sure, other than like what was shown with like the white tiger people, that's the end of everything with those characters, right?
So I will ask, like, you have zero. What, like, if any thoughts do you have about this Jebel character?
I like the character for now. The just the line drop of, because I mean, to be fair, like, not that they beat her, but they did have the pretty smart idea of like buffing off Talia to like strike. They had a good plan, and it seemed like it was effective. But it's just the line drop of like, if this is as strong as you guys are now, ooh, you're fucked. Like, that was pretty funny.
Yeah. Like, you need to get stronger. Skill issue.
Yeah. So there's a lot of implications there of how powerful this particular character is. If they're able to fight like a 4v1 against Naofumi and basically not struggle at all and be relatively fine after the fight, be like, yeah, you guys need to get stronger. Pretty fun character. I like their fighting style of like the silk and white snake goo. And yeah, I don't have too many of the thoughts on the character itself.
I mean,
but I do
there's
love
so
the fighting.
little to go off of, but no, I love what they did with the voice. I was wondering how they were gonna adapt that, and I was like, okay, no, I'm happy with it because that's how it's like described as sounding in the light novel, and so yeah, no, they did a really good job with it.
And then the fight. I mean, the fights themselves. I enjoyed the fighting this episode.
Yeah.
It was pretty entertaining. Like, nothing really stuck out to me in a negative way. I enjoyed all of it. I like water magic. A bit aside, I do like water magic, and so having that be part of the fight was pretty fun. And
just flooding the entire field. I was like, okay, that's pretty based.
They played their Umi field spell from Yugewo, and then I do. It's nice to give them a little dub right now. Okay, they did it. They won. They got what they needed. Season 3 over. For now,
guys.
They met their short-term goal. And I feel like, hopefully, this is my prediction. They're giving them like a little dub now before bad stuff starts happening to them. Because it's not entertaining fiction if like nothing goes wrong. At least for me, But yeah,
So,
all in all,
the final scene.
Oh god,
I was gonna say I wanted about the fighting. I thought the animation was pretty good, honestly.
Yeah. Oh, that too. No, the animation was really good. And then we get to the final scene, aka Brandon practicing for his beatboxing competitions.
Me win.
Literally better
That's
than
interesting.
DJ Khaled
So
every
we
single
get to see Full this little character who looks like a white cat or like a white tiger or something, like a white tiger. That's weird.
Like a Bianco.
That we saw last episode get beat up by Pax, whose name was Yuji. But we saw him get beat up by him, get paid off. He buys some drugs and goes and gives them to a character who called him Oni-chan, so you can assume that she's his sister.
I think the name of this character was Atla.
It is, in fact, Atla, yes. So last episode, whenever you said that I revealed the name of Atlas, was exactly incorrect. Because you added one letter.
Oh.
Doesn't matter how close you get. Close only counts in death and taxes, or however the saying goes.
It's horseshoes and hand grenades.
I didn't ask. Yeah, so I really can't ask. I mean, like, do you have any specific thoughts on this? Oh, man,
this mysterious bandaged character, dude, that character went crazy when they didn't move.
That's so true. That is so accurate, bro. That's so accurate. But yeah, no, as the light novel fan, I'm thrilled. I genuinely can't wait. I honestly really enjoy 10, 11, and 12. 11 and 12, I think, are pretty good novels. I read them. It's been, dang man, I read them back in 2019. It's been 4 years since I read them. It's been a second. But I, from what I remember of them, I really enjoy them, and so I'm looking forward to getting to see that content again. I hope they give 5 episodes for each. I'm not gonna hold my breath on it, but I would hope that they would, because there's a lot of stuff that goes on, and there's a lot of stuff that needs to be explained well.
Do you think that the season could end at like the 13th volume?
No.
Okay, so it's either 12.
If it ended after volume 13, that'd be really weird, because like
it's either 12 or 14 is what I'm hearing.
Because like the first 4 volumes are basically, that's like the beginning up to when Nafumi renames Bitch and Trash. So like that's like one like Shield Hero arc. Then there's 5 through 9, which is the end of season 1 through season 2, which is like Spirit Turtle / Isekai arc. Then 10 through 12 is an arc. 13, 14 is an arc. 15, 16 is an arc. 17, 18, and 19 is an arc, and then 20 is the start of another arc. That's probably at least through 21. I don't know when it'll get resolved, whenever the author wants to resolve it. But so like it would be weird to end in like I don't know, because they did end after the first part of the Spirit Tortoise arc, which I thought was kind of odd, an odd choice for an end of season 1. But they ended there, so I don't know. They absolutely could end. That was a good question, Kyle. Thank you for asking that. I should be a teacher. I should be a teacher. Anything else you'd like to say about the episode before we cut it off here? Before we get to the end of our script here?
No, yeah. You stole my joke, Brandon. Brandon, you literally wrote that joke into my script and then rewrote your script to avoid my joke.
And then I wrote you explaining it and me explaining it.
And then you wrote you explaining how you explained it to me. That's crazy.
That's crazy. And then Trevor writes all our scripts because he watched the episode.
That's crazy.
Any last thoughts, Kyle?
No. Good episode.
Yeah, it was fun. I enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to future episodes. And with all that said, if you are this far in the episode, in the video, blah, blah, then obviously there is something you like. So make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment telling us what your favorite part of the episode was, or whatever you want to comment. I don't know. You can comment whatever. Please comment. Please comment. Please. Join the Discord, link in description. Join the Discord, link in description to watch stuff with us and to have funny jokes, and you can sit in on script writing for all of our episodes. Thank you all for watching. We certainly hope that you all enjoyed, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.